Kansas Gaming. Kansas here bringing small space engineers and the wrong move scenario. Alright guys, as you can see, I am in front of a wreck, and I will explain that to you in a minute, but do remember that before I just get into that, to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below. Alright guys, I've been playing around with trying to get better access to salvage, because that's all I want to really do in this scenario, is I want to salvage stuff. So in this case, we have got this huge lovely wreck all to ourselves, and this is because I've recently been playing around with MES Salvage, which is a mod you can get off of Steam, and I've disabled all the turrets, hacked them all, made them mine, so we can get on with actually salvaging the wreck, bringing it back to base and doing what we want with it. So I haven't been inside it yet, so that's going to be interesting because I don't even know what is inside this thing. Ooh, 2 thrusters on the underside. So we've got lots and lots of lovely salvage in this. Who knows what we're going to be able to is there a safe way of doing this one? I don't want to get roasted. Maybe from the inside. Let's try from the inside. Maybe there's a way in. Not really from there. Huh. There's some sort of hangar doors. Let's try going inside and see what we can do. Alright, so what's this? Some sort of airlock? Or was some sort of airlock, I'm guessing? Okay, this must have been the airlock. Well, okay, lots of corridors. Okay, hangar 1, hangar 2. I'm going to guess this is probably like hangar 3 and 4. Yeah. So we've got like a series of hangars here that we could do whatever it is we please with if we were to fully salvage this ship. So your point, I still haven't bought my freighter, which is over this way, close to this wreck, so that we can actually more easily refuel, recharge and all that sort of jazz. So let's grab it. Let's grab this baby. So yeah, as you can see, it brings up a load of pings within the area, and to my surprise I found there was quite a few. So some by the SAM station on the ground, because I went and got some more nickel. There's a few others in space as well, and that one that says Wolf Knight 1, that's basically a note that there's some pirates in that area. Okay. Right, whilst we're here, let's just drop off anything we've got in the inventory that we picked up. Plus I've got some other things in there as well that I've picked up from stuff that's pinged in. So okay, so this is going to be a bit difficult to do, so how am I going to do this? Okay, so I've done that one there. Although I'm not too sure I really need to do every single engine on this rig. But we'll get as many of them as we can. I mean, I'm not sure which ones I've done now. So let's go around. Right, so that one was damaged. Some of these are actually still connected to tanks, so got to be a bit careful about which ones I actually and how I salvage them. And that one, and those three. Okay, so that's all of the front end done, although I'm not sure. No, not all the front end done. We've got one here as well. So we'll get that bit there. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm doing is I'm getting this ship prepared, you know, so that we can just get into maybe the bridge section, which I'm assuming that is, and then basically just get her back to base. We'll build ourselves a load of the build and repair systems to disassemble wrecks like this. And then we can we may have to put in some structural support though. I mean, some of that looks really weak. So maybe oops. Maybe something along the lines of, yeah, just something like that, just to ensure that we don't, well, if it was a real game, split it in half. I'm not sure if we can actually do that, if there's actually enough mass. I don't know whether you can split things in half. Never tried. Okay. So that's those two reversing thrusters. I don't like that. Let's go back. Yeah. Just wanted to go a bit deeper. Well, that one's mostly destroyed, so we'll just get rid of that completely. Wow, so many hydrogen tanks on this thing. We're going to have hydrogen for days. I think I'm going to have to build some more hydrogen tanks on our refueling station. Although I was talking with one of you guys on the previous video, and came up with the idea of turning the entire salvage station into an actual station itself. Let's see. So we may need to partially disassemble those hydrogen tanks. Make them our own. Got some ion thrusters here, which is great because I love ion thrusters, and we could actually salvage those for. Is there actually a better way of getting in there? Yes, I think there is. Yay! There we go. We could actually salvage them for one of our ships. Alright, sorry. Just had to let the cat out. Hold on. Oh, I see. Right. Get out of there as quickly as we can. Right, so we're slowly getting there. I mean, we've almost got all of them. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this in terms of using the MES was simply because I like the idea of salvaging. We've done mining when we did Long Way to Go, and we built that huge mining rig that could then dig at any angle, and it worked out quite well. So doing something like this, a bit different, I think it's quite nice. Alright, so now all we've got to do is the ventral and dorsal engines. Then we can think about getting inside and seeing about taking command. And then seeing what's left. Don't think we'll need everything, just enough to be able to get this thing home. I do like the fact that you can actually put something just inside of the hydrogen engines. Because this is actually a proper player designed ship, so they must have used this to actually and actually make sure it was fully functional without destroying half of what they built. I mean, I do like the use of the disco paneling. I mean, not sure I would have used it personally, but now I've seen it, I might actually think about, seriously considering using it as a... Thought I was repairing the hydrogen tank, not that... whatever that was. Not hydrogen tank, sorry, hydrogen engine, but it looks like I can't actually do so. So we'll disassemble that. You still attached to something? Yay. We may have to attach some of these things to be able to make everything work right, but hey, we'll do that in due course.
Inventory full.
So we may have to get rid of some of the stuff that we're carrying. There's a connection point there, so that's great. We could Probably connect the TT15 to that.
Inventory full.
Okay. Right, so that's the dorsal side done. Now for the ventral. Or is that the dorsal? Hold on. No, that's the ventral. Sorry, we just done. This is the dorsal. What the? Okay. Yeah, I think if we're going to make a go of this, we definitely are going to have to do some work on this ship. Alright. Yeah, that's the only thing in my build planner. So... where are we? That way. Can't withdraw 37 metal grids. So we may have to think of a way of getting around this. What we could do, we're not going to need all these hydrogen thrusters on the back. So that one's not really connected to anything.
Inventory full.
So we'll take from Peter to feed Paul. Right, there we have it. Now, I think the next major thing is going to be ensuring that we've got all of the engines connected. I think that might start by taking command. This has got a lot of battle damage underneath, so I'm wondering... Yes, we can get up here. Oh, hold on. We're out of O2.
Your health is low.
Oh, no.
Health critical.
No, I know I saw an O2 tank on here somewhere. Where was it? Bugger. I didn't see that one coming. Alright, let's get back into here. I should have been more careful with that. I was so interested in... I don't even remember it saying that your oxygen's low. So, I have to go back into the game. We'll see what we can do. I have to find an O2 tank and fast. So either that or a suit only back to the salvage yard. Quickly grab what I need and then come back again. But no, that's got a distance. Because I was on my way back from the planet, so I'm still closer to the Earth-like. Well, that was stupid of me. Should have maintained a clear look at all of that sort of thing. Made sure that I had enough. Yikes, 6%. Come on, there's got to be a tank in here somewhere. Don't know why the pirates love me. Come on, get through that door. Right, don't think there's anything this way. That's just conveyor junction. Auxiliary cockpit. Mid-bay it isn't here anymore. Looks like the pirates are starting to love me. Okay. No.
Health low.
I've got no idea where there's an oxygen tank.
Health critical.
Ship's got a gravity generator on it somewhere. Just go in there. It's got to be why doing this. Ah, I've just had an idea. Something I should have thought of earlier. We searched the wreck by going into a component, finding the oxygen tank and showing it on the HUD. Go from there. Surely something this big must have an extra oxygen tank on it. Something I've accessed. Weapon systems. Right, so 3 oxygen tanks on this thing. You must have active antenna connected. Antenna, I saw one of those at the front.
Inventory full.
Went back to this one because I knew where it was. I do have an active antenna connected. Alright, let's try one of these. Alright, I'm guessing it must be in the tail end section somewhere.
Low health.
Oxygen tanks.
Health critical.
Ah, almost. Alright, one more time. This time we're feeling. At least we know now where the O2 tanks are. I should have made that a priority one. I think what I might need to do is when we get back to our refueling station, make about 4 or 5 more canisters and haul all that round with me so I can stay alive for longer. Maybe same with the hydrogen as well. Okay, so we're back in. We know where these tanks are now. I said straight to them. At least the one on the end anyway, at least. Alright. Oxygen tank 12. Alright. So at least now we don't have to worry about that. After, what's that, 3 reloads? So that was dumb on me. I apologise to you all for that. And we'll get back to what we were doing. Which I think... where are we? There. Alright, let's connect onto that. Okay. Right, so we have all of that intact. What do I have in terms of gear? Right. Right, so after that colossal mess up on my behalf, which has wasted quite a bit of time, let's see if we now fix this thing. Because that particular engine is not doing anything, so we can where's conveyors? Conveyor junctions, there we go. Yeah, so conveyor T, because then that way we can hook onto that as well. I mean, obviously we're going to have to
Energy low.
okay, what's that connected to? Nothing. So we can salvage that for there. Right, so overly complicated on that bit there. Right. See what we got.
Energy critical.
First it was oxygen, now it's energy. I mean, Jesus Christ. Seem to be burning through materials like they're going out of fashion. Well, materials is the wrong word. Personal resources. I believe it was over this way. Okay. Right, well there's the connector port. So this is probably where we're going to connect up the TT-15 once we have salvaged enough. I think for now we'll actually probably can't because of where it is. We'll probably have to find another connection point or extend that out. But for now, let's just deal with getting those conveyors. Can't withdraw 5 interior plate. Okay, so we have to find some more interior plate somewhere. Or simplify things a lot more. Right, well, actually, we do know that engine is connected, so, yeah, why are we bothering with this lot? Right. Okay, I think that's Hold on, that's Rex, so let's get this one. Oh, hold on, I didn't like that. Like that. Just want to make sure I get it underneath the hack line. Because the goal is, in my view, is we've got to get as much of these resources out of all of this once we get back to back to base, and then we can disassemble this at our leisure. Right. Okay. There we go. I think I see how they've done it now. They've sort of just, yeah, connected to one and then just gone straight across. Probably not how I would have designed it, but I think... Aha, here we go. Right. So now we've got that all achieved, we can now go back to the bridge section. Right. See if we can get this thing moving. Oh, something went boom. I mean, it's a wreck after all, but... see what we can salvage. And what actually exploded. So it's like we got... Alright, let's get relative dampeners on. So what actually exploded? Oh, there's a jump drive in here. Something was obviously a weak connection. It's going to make repairing difficult. Oh, our freighter. I think I bashed into that on the way. Because I didn't dock that up. I was too eager. Do you know what? We've got some magnetic landing gear. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a place I can just magnetically couple to. Like there. That's a nice big opening there. So let's go there for the minute. What's going on? Why am I... Aha! There we go. So now, turn the engines off. At least we're attached. Okay. So we can get that. Five interior plate for what? Wrong item. We still need to get this thing repaired. Now, whatever that explosion was has completely ruined okay. Well, that ice is good because we can use that for something of our own. Right, let's see what is still intact and usable. Actually, hey, I hacked the large ion thrusters. Okay. Something rattling around there. I think that was that remaining of that ice, wasn't it? Yeah. Quite a bit of it too. Now, where would be a good place to put them? O2 H2 generators, where were they? Not sure if this thing's got any storage on it at all, so... Alright, I think we may just have to like it and lump it, see if we can get this thing back to base. Okay. So, we want to head towards the moon. The moon is where in relative to us? So we want the shipyard station. There we go. Okay. And for this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those same aft engines to slow the hell down. Oh, when it decides it's going to let me. Right. Now, yeah, I could spend an aeon trying to fix this thing up, but I'm not going to. It's a nice looking ship. I mean, I wonder what it looked like in its heyday, before it got half blasted to pieces. But for now, let's just get it home. We can get it home, then at least we can then salvage it. Alright, whilst we're heading off, can have a look around, see what we can do. Transparent LCD panel. Well, I'm curious how they got this up here. Oh, it's just energy and hydrogen. Oh, I see, you can do that. And then they've just made it look. Oh, I get how they've done this. That's cool. Okay. So we're still 100 kilometers out. See if we can grab some of that stuff that was knocking about. Or has that moved? Yeah, it's moved. Probably lost it, but I'm not really too bothered. I had a feeling something might explode. Man, she is groaning something fierce. Sort of just about held together with hopes, dreams and bubblegum. I like the idea of using these big metal feet as like clamping systems. Interesting idea. Alright. There's obviously lots of bits missing. Do you know what? I could get the jump drive up and trucking. Now, where did we see that? Made this journey a heck of a lot easier. Okay. Oh, this has got 2 jump drives in it. Alright. So that one's mine. So where did they park the other jump drive? It looks like gyroscopes down there. I think we should be fine with just one jump. I mean, after all, we're only doing, like, was it 100 kilometer jump? Well, less than that even. So, jump drives. So we won the SOCG. Alright. Okay, so the only one we've got available is jump 1. Hopefully, I haven't messed up. Good. Oh, I forgot to get that engine connected up. Yeah. 5. Okay. No, why? Oh, yeah, I'm on. Where are we? Right. That one. We don't have one on this side. Okay, that could be a problem. We do have those there, so we could rotate the ship to try and bring this to an absolute zero stop. Although don't need to. Ah! My own guns! I forgot about these. Whoops. Okay. We'll do a full roll. No, no, no. Ah. I forgot I don't have... Right, let's grab those bits before they float off. Too far, that is. He says, now not being able to see them. There they are. Okay. Okay. Control panel, build and repair. Show area of effect. So, how much of this capital ship is in there? So we could probably get most of it disassembled by the build and repair systems. If we were to be very, very smart, we could probably get more done. What I don't understand is why it's not taking it apart at the moment. Oh, I see. Probably because I got it on well before grind. So if we go grind only, starting to take the ship apart. So if we help it out by turning off the engines, and then what we can then do is start figuring out how we're going to and what we're going to keep and how we're going to keep it. I think, if I understand all this correctly, it will most likely keep the stuff that is in my name. So, oops. Be interesting to see what happens next. I think, as I was saying earlier, we're going to have to build more of these things though. So, how are we going to do that? The way we could do that, I suppose, is by being clever. We could place steel plate. Okay, it's understandable. And I think I've just found a use for the tug. Because we're going to have to move some of these bits into the welding area. Or grinding area, I should say. And I think we may need to start thinking about storage as well. Right. There we go. So this may be the point where we need to start thinking about rearranging the base. Right. Let's get at least a few of these up and trucking by hand, because we're going to need them running. Okay, so I have this one on fly mode. I have weld before grind. Turn that down to 10%, otherwise this is going to be deafening. I think for now we can turn off the show area. Now, as long as these remain intact, we should be able to convey down here through the hinge, through the rotor, in through the tank, and then put it wherever we want. And on that regards, we really do need a cargo storage area. So I think that's the next port of call, because we don't actually have anywhere. So let's do something like that, and then go cargo. If we have a large cargo container, we can store whatever manner of ill-gotten gains in there. Because I think if we can get that operational, then that gives it somewhere to put components as it's grinding down this mammoth ship. Because I have no idea what it's pulling apart at the moment. Alright, so where are we? We are there. And that's what we look like at the moment. We have this massive ship to ourselves to disassemble and do what the hell we please. Components wise, yeah, let's have a look at what we're doing. Yeah, we've got bits everywhere. So we've got some medical components now, so we could definitely make ourselves a survival kit. Question is are these build and repair systems going to build any more build and repair systems? I think the answer to that is yes. Sort of, you got that one bouncing back and forth, so I think that's what that's doing. Maybe, but let's try and help it out in the meantime. Oh, no, don't need to. Look at that. It's doing the job. Oh, wow. So you'd imagine with all this... Well, this is or was it ought to be, how quick this is going to be to just to gut an entire battleship. Oops, no, just want 1,000 of those. Right, obviously we're going to have to work on these things, so let's go to build and repair. Should we go all of them and that one there? Put in the on position, fly mode, and yeah, we'll have well before grind. Let's see what we've got. We can so assembler, right, let's grab that, grab loads of iron out of that, then we can finish making a load of steel tubes which we can then use to finish off these build and repair systems, which we can then set to grind only in, well, shortly after. I am wondering though how we're going to get those tanks. Okay, I think I've got an idea. If we come up here, right, inset connector. Hey, is that something new that I've not seen before? And there's small grid variants. Interesting. Alright. For now, we just want one of those. Because what I'm thinking is we may have to pull it out manually. Right, so if I empty the hydrogen tank from the ship, hopefully I'll be able to then use the ship's tank as a means to moving over the also if I go ship's cargo to the large cargo container on the station, making it lighter. Should make it easier to then maneuver into position, greedily guzzle what I need, and then move on. So as you see, hydrogen tank's now filling in the toolbar 1 slot. Now it's emptying. I think what I may have to do as well, sacrifice this stuff. We'll build hydrogen tanks out this way now. Turn it into a proper refueling station. Now if I get this right as well, let's see, tanks. One too high. You hear all the grinding going along. It's the amount of materials we have just scored is unbelievable. Wow, look at that. Parts of this is barely unrecognisable now. I think it's hit some batteries as well. Oh no, it's actually taking the tanks as well. Oh my god. Okay, how comes that is full? No, it's not full. But is it balancing with this one or something? I have no idea what's going on here. That's 100%. That tank is empty. So where is all this hydrogen coming from? .1 kiloliters from what? The nanites? Well, if this is the case, we've just found ourselves a very good source of materials. Oh, hold on, hold the phone. No, hold on, I just forgot. Yeah, we got tons of ice out of this thing. I'm just wondering now whether I should stop all these things and just collect the hydrogen and the oxygen, or just leave this going as it is. Now let's turn them off. I'll collect the hydrogen off camera and move things across. But oh man, I'll tell you what, that I was not expecting. Alright guys, I'm going to salvage whatever's remaining in terms of the ice, the oxygen, the hydrogen off camera. And then from there, I think it's just simply a case of, yeah, we'll see how things expand and where things go from there, because we've just found ourselves a jackpot. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to proceed, so I'm going to have to go do some planning. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you next time on Acangelus Gaming.